Okay. Old man Jenkins. What's up, everyone? This is going to be the answer video to all your questions on the Q&A video last Thursday. And the reason I didn't have a video Friday was because I've been in my shop the entire weekend trying to get everything done so I can start my garage build. Putting up the wall that's going to have a garage door in it, which is going to look really sweet. It's going to look like a Tesla store, which is awesome. But anyway, there's tons of comments. There's actually 106 comments to this video. I'm not going to go through all of them, but we're going to go through as many as we can. Let's kick things off. Let's say you go on vacation, you leave your car at the airport for 2 weeks. Okay. If you go on vacation, I think I answered this last one. If you go on vacation and you're going to leave your car for an extended period of time at an airport, a lot of airports have slow charging. You might not want to leave it charged like that, but the car will go into deep sleep as long as you don't keep looking at it on your app, waking it up. You should be fine for 2 weeks. I would charge it to maybe 70%. And then by the time you get back, you'll probably have like 40% charge left, or depends on how hot it is. But you know, if you can park in a parking garage, you'll be fine. The Model 3 doesn't appear to have skid plates under the front panel. I think they have it reinforced. I mean, they had to redo that for the Model S. They put I think they put a titanium shield underneath there, and then ever since then they've actually reworked it. There's shielding inside there that you don't see. There actually, the one accident that just happened, there was a fire. I forget where it was. Something fell off a semi, and then it actually lifted the whole car up. Whatever it hit went underneath, and that's what punctured the battery. Punctured just past the skid plate. There is protection. Obviously Tesla knows about it. But imagine if that lifted up the car. Imagine if there wasn't a battery there. There's just a floor. I wonder if that would actually go through a normal car. I wonder if Tesla saved the guy's life again. The guy was able to get out just fine, no problems. The car caught on fire, but he was fine. If you're standing too close to the car with your phone, can someone else get in and drive? Yes, they can. You have to be standing 15 feet away or right around 15 feet away. Someone else can get in the car, but you're gonna notice that. But they can get in the car and kind of drive. If they can figure out how to put it in drive and take off, they can take off in the car. Once they get out of the car, once their butt leaves the seat, the car can't be driven again because it wants the key card or the phone. So it can go, it's a one-way trip. And you can track it the entire time, so you can tell the police where it's at. Do you and your significant other share the Tesla login app? Yes, we both have. Actually, my daughter has it too. All three phones have the app on the phones, and we use the same login for each one. You just swipe between the two different cars because both of them were bought in her name. So if you bought a car and your significant other bought their car, then you would have two different logins, and that's how that would work. So you'd have two different apps. I'm not sure you can merge two different cars that aren't yours. When will you make What If number 6 this week? Are you worried about the Supercharger network being able to keep up with Model 3 sales? Not so much over here. I'm in North Carolina, but in California, yeah. There's way too many Teslas already there. Out here, I actually went to a Supercharger in Hickory, North Carolina, and met Greg. How you doing, Greg? And there was actually 5 other guys that showed up there, and you know there was still spots. I haven't had any issue. I've never had to wait for a Supercharger, so I'm not too worried about it around here. And I rarely use Superchargers. I'm always charging at home. I'm used to adjustable headrests. It looks like the Model 3. So they are not adjustable. They are not adjustable. You can take them off. They're not adjustable. They probably will eventually be adjustable, but right now they're not. It's actually in a good spot though. You can easily sleep. So once autonomous driving comes out, you can sleep, no problem. How has YouTube fame changed you? Well, you know, I don't talk to people anymore. I'm kidding. I went and met some guy yesterday. Actually, I enjoy YouTube. It's fun. I'm able to meet new people, go to events. It's fun talking about the car. Everyone's nice, so I enjoy it. If you can hear that, that's actually my hot water tank. It's in my shop. I'm a tankless hot water tank. If both Teslas are available, how do you decide to run a quick errand? Well, we actually just drive my Model 3 in town. My wife drives so much. She's already got 18,000 miles since October on her S, so she drives a lot on that thing. So we actually just take the 3 around to save miles on the S. It's a smaller car, it's easy to get around town, and I like it better anyway. Are your windows tinted? What type are you going to? My windows are not tinted yet. I'm going to tint them. I'm going to use ceramic tint. Every installer usually has their ceramic tint that they go with. Depends on what shop I use. You know, I've gotten some quotes from, you know, $300 all the way up to $750, so I haven't decided which one I'm gonna get yet. What bonuses do Patreon subscribers get? I'm glad you asked. Actually, I didn't ask Michael to put that in there, but Glad you asked. What I've done with Patreon is, if you watch the video, it explains it all, but there's 4 different tiers. Since I'm doing the garage build, the first one is just a fan. You just want to help out the channel. That's awesome. The second one is you get your name on the wall. In my garage build, there's a wall that I'm gonna put everyone's name on. Hopefully we run out of space. The third is you get blooper footage. You get extra scenes, things like that. And the fourth way is you get your name on a big sticker. Everyone knows that you've helped support the channel a lot. There's gonna be monthly Google Hangouts. You're gonna get a vote on content and colors and things like that, or whatever I wanna change things. You're gonna get to vote on what we do. And there'll be special meetups and things like that. So for the top tier, there's a lot more. But thanks for asking, Michael. Now that Model 3 purchases are open to everyone, should you keep your reservation? It depends what you're getting. If you're gonna wait for an all-wheel drive long-range battery, you can cancel it, get your $1,000, and you're gonna do that in the future. If you're waiting for the smaller battery, then yes, keep your reservation, because I think those are gonna come in play again once they actually open up to the small battery. Your place in line is gonna be determined on that, I believe. I don't know how they're gonna do it. Also, there were people talking about if you wanna wait for the Model Y, that can be switched over. I don't know how that's all gonna work. Your guess is as good as mine. Does summon work up and down an incline? To a point, if it's a steep incline. You used to be so pure before you got Patreon. Really? Really? Patreon just helps pay for all the extra equipment and the trips and stuff like that. Do you have a twin brother, or is it editing? I don't know. I think he's gonna come in and answer some of these, because this is long. Did I hear you talking about me? Yeah, they asked about you. You gonna do some? Yeah, I'll do it. All right. What if your autopilot stopped with a car in front of you? Can you change the length? You can change the length once you stop. It's not gonna move forward or backward once it's stopped. It's gonna stay at the distance. And if you have 5 cars, it's gonna pull up to that car when you're stopped. The distance is more so when you're at speed. I enjoy your videos, very cool, blah, blah, blah. Thanks for the struts. They work great, mine are still working. How long were those wooden planks in the car? Those are 8-foot boards. Those are 8-foot walnut boards. They were, 1x6, 1x8s. They fit just fine in there. It's bigger than the iPad. There's still about 1.5 feet or something like that before the screen. I put a cloth down on top of the center console so they didn't mess anything up, but they are 8-foot boards with the trunk closed. It's all the way back. You're fine. Yes, there is a windshield washer fluid in the front area. You can refill that. How many people do you find when you go to, I'm not gonna read all these questions to you, but when you go parking at a parking lot, ask questions, I get a lot of looks from people, especially driving around town. You'll get people staring at the car. I've gotten used to that. My daughter's gotten used to that, but you do get a lot of looks with the car. I haven't had as many people stop me as much, but I think because they're able to see the car out there. I've been to car shows. They've been to Cars and Coffee and stuff like that. They've been able to look at the car. People will ask you. When in cruise control and you brake, is there a way to re-engage cruise control without pushing down? No, you have to push down on the stalk, and cruise control is set to it's adaptive cruise control. It's going to be set to the speed you were going. You can increase that though. Can you charge with a portable charger? Yes, I think there was a guy who did that. I forget his name. He did that a long time ago on his Model S. When using autopilot, does use engine brake or the brakes? It uses both, really. Depends on how fast it needs to stop, but most of it is an engine brake, electric motor brake. Do you think the Model 3 is a good car for a 21-year-old guy? Maybe. What's up? Hey, Karen's calling you. Oh, Karen needs me? All right, you gonna do these? All right, I'm on this one right here. Do you think the car is good for a 21-year-old? Is the car cool for a 21-year-old? Is that what you're saying? Come and answer these. Here. Could have just handed it to me. Jeez. All right, guys. What's going on, everybody? If you don't know me, I am Negative Brian. Where do you leave off? Where's a 21-year-old dude? All right. Do I think it's good for a 21-year-old? It depends. I think there's some cool stuff you can do to it. I've been trying to talk him into lowering the thing. If you lower it, get some nice, cool tires on it. Definitely the performance, but you're 21, you probably can't afford a performance. Hey, who knows, you might be able to. Is there any way to get XM radio in your Model 3? Is there an app? Because we're making an iPad that goes in the car. I don't know. Right now there's no factory XM radio, but there might be able to be some. What do you think will happen when Tesla manages to roll out full self-driving level 4? I think it's gonna be awesome when Tesla rolls out full self-driving. It's gonna be pretty cool. I think we're very far away from that though. How many followers do you have before you're asked to promote a product by a company? We haven't asked anybody. People have contacted me about some stuff on the channel. I'm only gonna put stuff on the channel that I like, that I believe in. I got a cool one coming too. Heard all about the modes, camper mode. There's no camper mode yet. There will be soon. Is the phone key reliable? I found that a phone key is reliable with the iPhone 10. The iPhone, I think with an iPhone, a fairly new iPhone, I think it is reliable. In fact, Elon actually has an iPhone. Let's see. What do you think about switching from the Model 3 to the Model Y? I probably will switch to the Y when it comes out. We got invited to the event. I think only one of us can go because I think Karen wants to go. So I think he'll just take her. But once he gets to drive the car, I think he'll like it, and we'll place an order for it. What is the status of the front struts? The front struts are awesome. Oh, for the Model S. I'm working on it. I have some coming Monday, and I'm going to test those out. I got 3 sets coming, and I'm going to see which one works the best. And they work awesome on my car. So, how warm does the front get? Well, the front gets actually pretty warm. The trunk doesn't really get that warm in the belly there, but the front does get pretty warm. On our trip to Florida, yes, it was hot, but my bag was up front, and it was actually pretty warm in there. Can the rear passengers control the heat level from the seats? No, not yet, but they will be able to if they have the app. Will you be doing any meetups? I'm not going to Chicago, unfortunately, but I go to Cars and Coffee all the time in Charlotte. The first Saturday of every month is Cars and Coffee in Charlotte. I go to that a lot. There's also a Cars and Coffee here in Mooresville the 3rd Saturday of every month. I do like to go to those. Those are fun. Do you have any protection on the front of your car, film protection? Yes, I have Spray Shield. Autoflex Spray Shield is a spray-on clear finish instead of stuff you have to put on, the glue and all that stuff. This is a spray-on, there's no glue whatsoever, it just sticks to it and then you can peel it right off. But the cool part about it is you don't see any seams whatsoever. I think I'm actually gonna redo it. I'm actually gonna do my wife's car in red. She wants a candy apple red Model S, so we're gonna spray that in the color change. And I think I want to change the color on mine. Haven't decided yet if I want to go wild or if I just want to do a clear with a bunch of metallic or pearls in there. I haven't decided on that yet. What does your dream garage look like? What are the plans? I don't have any plans drawn out, but it's going to be all the way down there. It's going to be a wall with, actually, thank you to one of you guys who emailed me. I forget your name right now. I'm looking into a garage door. Instead of putting up a wall, he said to put up a garage door, so if I need to use the shop, I can open it up, and I'm going to get a glass paneled garage door so it looks just like the Tesla showrooms. On the inside of the garage, it's going to be all white, gray, and red, and with that aluminum door with the glass panels in there, frosted glass panels, and there's going to be a place to sit down in there. I'm going to have the wall charger. I'm going to have, unfortunately, you might be able to hear my hot water tank. That's in there, unfortunately, but I'm going to be able to have a table where I can actually record some videos, maybe meet some people, have people over, a lot of cool stuff. Here's a different question. Tacos or burritos? But I like soft tacos. Soft tacos are good. Let's see. How do you clean Alcantara? Alcantara, I wipe it down with just a normal wet rag, really. Anything cleans it up. Yeah, it's only on the door piece right there. What does your family think about the channel? Well, my daughter doesn't want to be in any videos, and I don't blame her. She's 16 years old. She's a pretty girl, so she doesn't want to be on the internet because there's a lot of creeps out there. Not saying you guys are, but there's a lot of creeps out there. My wife thinks it's awesome. She likes the channel. She likes Tesla. She's a Tesla fangirl. Now, she hated cars before, really. It was just transportation. She liked some features on the car, but now she's a Tesla fangirl. She goes to Cars and Coffee with me. My son, he can care less. He wants to be a YouTuber because he thinks there's a lot of money in YouTube, gaming stuff. But yeah, they're cool. My parents don't mind it. They think it's kind of fun. They just think I'm putting too much information out there on the internet. Do you prefer the Model S or Model X, or possibly the Model 3? I personally prefer the Model 3 for the size of the car, the amount of room I have in there. I do like the X as far as driving it, all the room. My wife loves the S. Maybe one day we'll have all 3, or we'll just have the S, the 3, and the Roadster. Hopefully, use my referral code. What cars have you owned in the past? Well, we don't have enough time for that. I used to be a car salesman. When you're a car salesman, you see a lot of people getting good deals. And yes, you do get good deals at a car dealership. You see all these people getting good deals and you want to get another car. You want to change out. You get better deals because you work there. So I've actually had quite a few cars, and I would trade out of them very quickly. Not a good idea to do that. You added the glass cover to the screen. How does it affect the visibility? I added the matte screen protector, so it actually makes things a little fuzzy in the beginning because you're not used to it, but you do get very used to it, and I love it. I love the matte finish. It stops all the glare. Get it, check it out from Abstract Ocean. Use this code and get 15% off. What is your occupation? This actually came up quite a bit. I answered on the last one. I'm in my furniture shop that you see all the wood behind me. I make furniture for a living. I actually make iPad cash registers. Sounds weird. I don't have any finished behind me. Let me show you. This is part of one of the drawers. Obviously a drawer would go in there and there'd be a bottom, but this is all walnuts. This is actually some of the walnut that was in the video. It's all waterfalled edges. I sell a lot of these to coffee shops, salons, things like that. I sell those all across the world, but mostly the United States. I remember you mentioned the name I1 when you picked up, okay. A lot of people ask me, I won Tesla. Why I won Tesla? There's a couple meanings behind it, and that's what's good. You know, some license plates are stupid because you have no idea what they are. My wife's car says I won Tesla on the license plate. The I1 was I finally broke down and was able to get the Tesla for Karen. So I won, I guess. Their cars are fast, so I1 is kind of fun to have on the back. I started the channel with I1. I was gonna have the license plate I1. I actually got that, but then they canceled it at the very end. It was too hard to read. Just I1 looked like I1 or 1-1 or couldn't determine what it said. I had already made the channel I1 Tesla to go off of that, so we were able to get I1 Tesla on the license plate. So not a great story, but there you go. How'd you protect the screen from the wood in the car? Well, the wood's heavy so it doesn't slide, plus it's all carpet. Plus my hand was resting on it. What if you don't put your hands on the wheel when it prompts you? Eventually the car will stop. So keep your hands on the wheel. How many miles or time do you need before autopilot opens up? 50 miles roughly. Autopilot was not on my way home when I picked the car up, but later that evening, 73 miles actually is when my car, but usually right around 50 miles. Have you thought about live streaming in your work while working in the shop? Well, this is a Tesla channel, so probably not, but I may live stream while I'm building the shop. I might do something like that. I'm not sure. Maybe if I'm working on it when my wife's home, she can help answer some questions that are popping up on there, but I might do that. Good question. Do you supercharge often? No. What if you make a hole in the Model 3 key card for a keychain? You could do that for a keychain. You put a paper hole punch a hole in the key card, because it's an RFID piece in there, and I think you can feel it. I don't even carry the thing though. I don't even have it. I just use my phone. I don't think well, I guess if you have an Android phone, you might want to. And I'm even running iOS 12 on my phone, and I don't have any issues whatsoever. When will you do what if number 7? Well, after number 6, of course. So next week. What was the first thing I should expect after placing my order? Well, what you should do right away is actually put all your information into the app, as far as your insurance information, your driver's license, all that kind of stuff. First thing you should expect is to wait. And then wait some more. And then you'll get an email. Once you start panicking, that's when you'll get a VIN number. And at that point, then you want to look at financing. The financing through Tesla is only good for 30 days, and for most places are 30 days. So you don't want to do the financing stuff and then place the order. Sounds kind of weird. I guess Tesla's thinking if you have to ask, then you can't afford it. So I don't agree with that though. John Hall's question, where's the badass? Right here. John Hall, you ask a lot of questions. You're very negative about Tesla, but I like people asking the questions but eventually I'm going to convert you. You're going to own a Tesla one day. Does a folding golf cart fit in? Probably not in the sub trunk, but you could probably fit a golf bag in there, so you should be able to fit, and there's other room. Why I can't see directly my phone? Right now, he's asking about the Bluetooth phone stuff. You can't see what's playing on your phone really. You can't scroll through on the screen. They're going to come out with more stuff. Version 9 is going to be reworked for everything, and I think it's going to be a lot better for the phone connection. Right now you can only hook up to one Bluetooth device at once. I think they're going to come out with at least 2, maybe more. Hopefully you can have an iPad in there and a phone or 2 phones, and then you can pick which one you want. So hopefully they're going to do that. I don't see why not. I've asked for it. And is that all of them? Are you serious?
You serious, Clark?
That was all the questions. We went through all of them. Awesome. Imagine that. And he didn't come back. Look at that. He made me do the rest of them. Slacker. Hope you liked the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up down below. Check out the description for all the ways to save money on your Tesla. If you're buying a brand new Tesla, use our referral code. You get free supercharging if you buy an S, X, or P3D. Hopefully they bring that out to more cars eventually in the future. But right now it's just those. If you use our coupon code at Abstract Ocean, you save 15% on the screen protector that we were talking about and all the other stuff they have. They have a lot of stuff coming. I've been talking with them. They've got some new stuff coming out that they should be bringing to the channel soon. So I'll be having some reviews for you on those. And also, you heard some of the questions about the Patreon, which actually helps out the channel here in the shop. I'm making that wall down there for a garage build. All that goes to that. You're going to be able to have your name on there. There's going to be a lot of cool stuff, a lot of interaction and everything. But the cool part is you get to see that grow. You get to see where your patron money goes to. It's going to be in the wall. That garage door is not cheap, but it's going to be awesome. So I got a lot of cool videos coming. So stay tuned, stay subscribed, and tell your friends. I mean, seriously. Tell your friends. Let's bump this channel up to 50,000 subscribers. Let's go. Oh wait, this is negative, Brian. Yeah, give me that Roadster, dude. Come on, hurry up with the referrals. I'm not asking for 100%, but it would be nice. But thanks again. Let me know if you like these question and answer videos, and maybe I'll keep doing them once a month or something like that. Or maybe we'll do a live stream one. Maybe, maybe when the garage is done, my wife and I can be in the garage and we'll do a live stream one together. We'll have some questions, and then we'll take some of the questions that you guys are giving us. Anyway, thanks a lot. Dude, how come you never came back? What do you mean? I was just in the other room. Dude, you made me finish all of it? What's the big deal? You told me Karen wanted me. She said she didn't tell you that.